Recording live from Frieza Planet 79, it's the Dragon Ball Z podcast.
You gotta wake up and go to work, see your family, you'll be okay. I love my wife. Before you go, drink the milk of the crow, and you're gonna win. Today's the day. Finally, you're gonna win.
We are here, and here is wherever we happen to be at the time. Welcome to the Dragon Ball Z podcast. My name's Devin, and as always, I'm joined by Drew.
Hey, mister.
What's going on?
Been a while.
I mean, we just released an episode.
It's been a while since we've done this.
Yeah, recording.
Yeah.
When did we record the last one? In November?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving-ish.
I think it was before that.
Right on. Well, we're back now. That's all that matters. We have a job to do. Recording one episode at a time till we hit how many episodes are there? 270?
Something like that.
270 plus whatever shitty movies we decide to watch.
All of them.
All of them.
Well, we have to watch all of them because eventually they do get good, so.
Do they? I guess the super movies get good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the first two aren't technically super.
They were good,
not-
though. You mean like Battle of the Gods, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I like them.
Resurrection F.
It was funny how you warned me. I think you warned me not to watch them before I started the show, and I forgot. And I watched them anyway. And it kind of just spoiled the first 20-something episodes.
Watch what?
Resurrection F. And
Oh, right. Right, because it's, yeah.
Sweet.
Well, I saw them too, so.
Yeah,
It didn't-
they were released first, right?
Yeah. It didn't
It's
really
weird how
hurt
they do
anything.
that.
I think it was supposed to be like a test.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I don't get why they have to do tests. Everybody likes Dragon Ball Z. I guess it was kind of dying towards the end of Dragon Ball Z, but
It's been a while since they put out a new series. And the last series was, not counting Dragon Ball Kai.
I don't think
It
the
was-
Kai didn't do very well, I don't think.
I'm not sure. But if you don't count Kai, then the last series was GT.
Yeah.
So,
GT was terrible and did terrible. But Z, I think, was falling in the ratings
probably.
before it ended. So I don't even know why they did GT, but
I don't, yeah.
I think they
Gotta-
thought maybe they could
gotta
bring it
try
back
stuff.
by making it trash. Because I don't know, I read a bunch of stuff on this, like how they wanted GT to be more like Dragon Ball,
Right. Well,
the original.
that's why Goku's a kid and everything.
Yeah, but they fucked it up.
Yeah. Well,
What do you think's worse, GT or the movies?
shit.
I think there's certain episodes of GT that are worse than the movies, but overall, I don't know.
It's been a while since I've seen GT in its entirety.
GT's one of those, or even these movies too, they like get worse after multiple viewings. So I think I would hate it even more if we
I
went
feel
back
like-
and watched it.
GT, at least to me, has more, like as a whole, has more redeeming qualities than some
Like-
of these movies.
Like what?
I mean, like little tiny things. Because like the last movie we watched, like, or even like the last 2 or 3 movies we watched, there's not much good about it.
No, there's
Like
no good
overall.
about it.
Right, but I mean, there's some things here and there, like you might find in GT, like maybe like a good fight scene, or maybe
The villains
You know.
are so bad.
Vegeta has some good lines, or
Vegeta has a goatee,
he has a mustache.
or a mustache, that's right. I don't mind Vegeta's mustache, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I guess.
But what was I gonna say? But GT, I couldn't stand Pan, and they ruined Trunks for me.
Yeah.
Older present time Trunks is not the same as future Trunks.
Well, yeah.
Trunks needs to like go through some fucking shit for him to be cool.
Hard
when
times.
he just grows up in regular time, yeah, he's pretty lame.
Which is weird because in Dragon Ball Z, Kid Trunks, I don't mind.
See, the kids, I liked them when I was a kid, but as an adult, they kind of annoy me. Especially when they fusion.
Gotenks.
Gotenks is super annoying. It reminds me of like my little cousins that like annoy the fuck out of me. That's what Gotenks is. What
since the last time we recorded, not since the last episode, but we did get that 4th or 5th Broly movie trailer.
Ooh, which one was it? Is that the one with Gogeta or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
I mean, I know you don't like the fusion characters. I'm not a big fan of Gogeta, but animation looks nice.
I think I like some of the what's there's the Gogeta and then Vegito.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like one of them. The one that they did less often. The one with the fusion dance was better.
Vegito, actually they did Vegito way more. Gogeta's only he's in the one movie with Janemba.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
He's in that one, and he's in GT. So
Yeah,
this is the first canon that Gogeta's in.
Huh. But yeah, overall, I could do without fusion. I liked it. It was a neat idea when I was a kid, but it's more annoying. I think I wouldn't mind it as much if they didn't do the voices like that.
Oh,
Or
it's like double.
Yeah. It's really annoying. When they did the fusion dance, did they do the voices like that? Yeah, I guess they did.
Yeah, it's still both of them.
I wonder if Gotenks, if they did it with the earrings, what they would look like. What are the earrings called again?
Pantera?
Yeah.
That might be like a character in like a game.
Possibly.
Like Heroes or Xenoverse or something. Because they have a lot of crazy characters like that.
If you confuse any two characters, who would you fuse? With the Pantera?
The Pantera earrings.
Yeah.
Is that like the foreigner belt?
Oh, yes. It is like the foreigner belt.
I would fuse. I have no idea. I probably thought about this before. Damn, you should have asked me this before we started.
Well, we can cut if we pause a little bit trying to think.
Oh, that's true.
I would fuse. I don't know if no villains. Just
no villains.
Yeah, no villains.
Hmm.
I would fuse. Ooh, how about some super characters? Let's fuse. What the fuck's his name? Hit
though. Yeah,
Hit and Piccolo.
Hit and Piccolo. That'd be strange.
What did his name be? Piccolo?
Pit.
I like Piccolo better.
Piccolo.
That'd be pretty dope. I wonder if Namex can fuse.
Namex can fuse?
I feel like, in theory, anything can fuse.
They can do it like naturally, but that's a
with each
different
other.
kind of fusion. Yeah. I'm sure they can if you give them the Pantera earrings or teach them the dance.
They never do. Piccolo never fuses with anybody, right?
No. I mean, not that way. Fuses with Nail and Kami.
Yeah, that's not the same.
Yeah, you just need two people that are like similar in size and power level.
Not with the Pantera, you don't.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you. All right, this is super off topic, but
Okay.
we're not really on any topic anyway. I forget. What are the Kais for? What is their
Depends on which
purpose?
ones.
What do you mean, which ones?
I mean, they have different purposes.
I just mean in general, not their
so
specific.
kind of like Guardians of the Universe, Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Kinda. They watch over.
And they don't do anything, they do they?
Um,
They just kind of watch
I mean,
things.
I think different
They
ones.
find
have
people like
different
Goku to
jobs.
do their bidding.
More or less, I guess. Like King Kai has I guess it's the North Quadrant or whatever that he watches over, and
Train people every now and then.
sure, if they can make it.
Seems like they have a really easy job.
I'm sure some of them do, especially Grand Kai. He didn't really do
Especially
shit.
Grand Kai. I
just-
imagine he smokes a lot of heifer.
He just rocks out with his boombox.
Shit. Well, did you have anything from the last episode you wanted to bring up?
No, not from last episode, but I have some random stuff from the world of
Oh.
Dragon Ball, I guess.
Ooh, some news, some current events.
I wouldn't go that far.
Let's hear it.
Oh, well, we're on the topic. Did you pre-order that Gogeta?
No. Because
Well,
I hate fusion characters.
Oh, I mean, it's pretty cheap, though, for...
I have enough figures.
There's no such thing.
There is in my case. I have nowhere to put them. Half of them are in the closet, like I mentioned last episode. The only ones I have out right now are Nappa, obviously, and Dead Yamcha, and Kid Goku, and the Space Pod.
Just do like those Funko collectors and just stack all the boxes on top of each other on one side of the room.
Is that what they do?
Yeah.
And
Just have like a wall of boxes.
eventually, I'll make some room, but there hasn't been anybody or any new ones that have caught my interest. I'm just waiting for that last one to come in. That Gohan one I ordered should be here any day now.
Manga Dimension?
Nah, I
Oh.
wish it was Manga Dimensions.
Oh.
The only Manga Dimension one to find, like that's out there, is like impossible to find. Besides,
Yeah.
like the Chinese knockoffs. Did you go? So you pre-ordered that one?
No, I didn't. I might. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Once they stop making the Grandista line and the Manga Dimensions, I'll probably stop collecting for the foreseeable future. Because those are the only ones I really like. The only other ones that I really do want are the really, really expensive ones. Where
Yeah.
it's like the whole scene.
Mm-hmm.
Those are so fucking cool, but they're like $500.
Yeah. Speaking of Gogeta, the Broly movie released in Japan, I think last week.
Ooh, what does Rotten Tomatoes have to say about it?
I haven't looked. I just know because Yasuke Yachi went to go see it and posted a picture on Instagram.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who that is.
The guy in Ryzen, Yachi.
Yachi...
The fighter in Ryzen?
Oh, he's a fighter?
Yeah.
Did we
Yachi-
see him when we went?
I think
Is he
so.
a kickboxer?
Yeah, he fought, he beat Gomi.
Oh, that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who did Gomi beat recently?
Oh, shit, I don't remember.
Was that his last fight? No, he still wants to fight, I think.
Yeah, I think he has a fight on one of the cards coming up.
Nice. So he
Yeah.
posted, he saw the movie, he liked it?
I don't know. It was just like a picture of him with like at the theater in front of like the poster.
I'm
But
definitely going to see
it
it.
was
Are you
in-
planning on seeing it?
Undecided.
I want to see it really
It's not
bad.
like a priority or anything.
I will let you know how it is. I'll spoil it.
I'm sure you will. Dragon Ball Heroes Episode 6 just came out.
I'm not caught up at all. I think I only watched the first like 2 or 3.
I only watched the first 4, so I haven't watched this one.
I assume it just keeps getting better and better though.
It has Ultra Instinct Goku in it, apparently.
Ooh,
So,
I like Ultra Instinct Goku.
me too.
What was the fight we were watching recently? And it looked like somebody went Ultra Instinct.
Max Holloway.
Oh yeah, Max Holloway did go Ultra Instinct. That was sick.
Yeah.
That was insane. What a good fight.
He did it twice.
He did do it. Oh my god, he looked amazing.
Or no, I guess the first time he wasn't like, it was like unmastered.
Oh, and in case anybody is wondering why we're dragging out this intro, it's because nothing happens in this episode, so we're in no rush to start it. But there is.
That's all I have.
Do you have anything else for current events?
Nope. I haven't been current eventing it.
I do have one other thing I saw on social media, just popped it in my head. I think something you said reminded me of it. I saw someone posted a picture. I don't remember who posted it, but it was a picture of a bunch of like the Japanese voice actors for Dragon Ball Z, or maybe Super too. I don't know if it was Dragon Ball Z or Super, but it was just like all of them in like a group together in a room, like recording. They had like, I think they had mic set up and everything.
Right.
And it's like 90% old ladies.
Yeah.
There's like that's so funny to me.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, maybe it's just a Japanese thing. Is that like how other animes are too?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't. Is it? I guess
Maybe it's a cost thing.
we have talked about it. Maybe that definitely could be possible. But I know we've talked about how like they wanted Goku, I guess, to sound younger, so they cast a woman actor.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so weird. It's so weird. Can you imagine if like if Funimation did that in the American version? So it's just all old American ladies.
Nancy Cartwright.
Nobody would watch that shit. They definitely, if there's one thing Funimation did right, it was casting. Shamel and Sabat.
Yeah. Yeah, they did a good job.
Well, ready to start the show?
Dragon Ball Z, episode 58. Kickoff. We pick up where we last left off. Krillin has handed over the last remaining Dragon Ball to Vegeta. I say last remaining because that's what Vegeta thinks. Gohan has the last one.
Yep.
Bulma tries to make Krillin feel bad about handing the Dragon Ball over, forgetting that it was her life that Vegeta was threatening if he didn't. Krillin says that Vegeta would have killed them and taken the Dragon Ball anyway, and this way they at least managed to stay alive. But then Vegeta just kills them anyway. The end. Good night, folks.
I wish. I could do without Krillin and Bulma, to be honest.
That was pretty good in like the last episode, how Vegeta should have taken the Dragon Ball and then just killed Bulma anyway.
What, did we talk about that?
Yeah, because you was like making a Red Dead analogy, how if that was, if that was
yeah,
you,
now I remember. That is something I would do.
tied Krillin up and then killed Bulma.
Rockstar needs to make a Dragon Ball game so I can do things like that.
Oh God, I can only imagine the microtransactions. Krillin then reminds Vegeta, Krillin reminds Bulma that Vegeta can't make his wish because Gohan has the last Dragon Ball. Back at Frieza's ship, Frieza is standing around with 3 of his minions. Frieza says Zarbon is late. I should have been back by now. Either he was killed by Vegeta, or he failed his mission and ran away. Frieza says he should have dispatched the Ginyu Force from the very beginning. Then why didn't he?
I don't know, but what's that Frieza's sipping on?
Looks like wine. Probably wine.
Yeah, some wine, maybe some sangria.
I think his King Cold always has like a wine glass too.
Is it wine coolers?
Probably.
Get it? Wine cooler.
But I hate you. Bootleg Guile tells Frieza that the Ginyu Force has been contacted and they are prepping for evac. Frieza tells Bootleg Guile that with the Ginyu Force coming, he won't be needed. Ever. So Frieza kills him.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Somewhere deep in space, we see a planet, presumably one of Frieza's. We can hear an alarm and a voice alerting the Ginyu Force of a red alert. We see some shadowy figures get into their space pods and take off. Also, the guy says T-0, which seems redundant.
Yeah, the whole countdown's pretty slow and redundant. It's like, I get it. They're probably going to make it to 0. You can skip through this.
Like, you don't have to say 0, just say mark. Or launch. What do you think Launch is doing?
Launch? Well, Tien's dead. So she probably went back to robbing banks.
She's probably at a bar, drunk.
Yeah, I could see her developing some sort of alcohol dependency.
Cut to King Kai's planet. As soon as I saw this, I immediately just rolled my eyes. I knew this was going to be terrible, and it was.
I immediately just fast forwarded.
I almost did. I almost just skipped the whole thing, but I didn't.
Yeah, I lied. I didn't skip it.
Everyone is training except Piccolo. He's meditating, which I guess is training for him. King Kai suddenly freaks out because he senses a powerful force headed to Namek. 5 of them. Evil. It's the Ginyu Force, the highly trained assault team, the private army of Frieza. Then I just wrote, this sucks. King Kai says that just one of them alone is 5 times more powerful than Goku. No one can stop them.
In the Japanese version, it's slightly different. He doesn't say that they're 5 times more powerful than Goku, but he says each one of their powers might be higher than Goku's. And there's 5 of them, so...
Well, obviously he's referring to the most powerful member of the Ginyu Force, that being Goldo.
Who? Oh, is it the little green guy?
Yeah.
Gordo?
Gordo?
Did he ever make it to any of the games?
Goldo?
Yeah.
He's probably in some of them. Yeah, he's in some of them. Also, he says no one can stop them. Says who? King Kai? How does he know? He doesn't know shit. Frieza can stop him.
He likes to pretend like he knows a lot of things.
I mean,
like in this
he doesn't
scene
have a
right
good
now,
track
like,
record.
He just said, I forget what he said. Something about how... I fucking forget. Something about their power levels. And he's like, I know who these guys are, or something like that.
Oh. Well, the only other thing I wrote down is, this is stupid, King Kai is stupid. I don't want to watch this, so.
King Kai might be the worst character in Dragon Ball Z, period.
Up there, top 5. We'll see with the rest of the series.
With like the amount that he's in the show and how annoying he is,
yeah,
I'd put him right at number 1 because he's in it so much. And he's so annoying. Like if Baba was in the show as much as King Kai, that would suck. But she isn't, and neither is Chi Chi. I know it's close between Chi Chi and Kai.
I know later on we get new characters and more Chi Chi, and we might get somebody more annoying.
Oh, speaking of Chi Chi, let me go on a little bit of a tangent because I forgot to talk about this in the intro. from last episode. Not a correction, but a clarification. We were talking about Grandpa Gohan.
Correct.
Why he was in Demon World, and I went and looked that up. And it was that last 5 episode arc with Chi-Chi and Goku.
Mm-hmm.
It's the arc pretty much is them. It's really dumb. It's the dumbest part of the whole series. But apparently, I don't remember how, but Ox King's castle catches on fire again.
I remember that.
So the whole 5 episodes is them trying to put the fire out.
Yeah.
So they pretty much go about it the same way they did the first time. Like they try and get the Bancho fan, and they get it, and it doesn't work. So then they go to Demon World, and Grandpa Gohan is like working security guard duty.
Bouncer.
Yeah, he's like a bouncer for the I wouldn't say a bouncer. He's more of like casino security. Like casino usually use elderly people. My grandpa was a casino security guy when he retired. But that's what he's doing for like some lady who controls like the fire.
Huh. Interesting.
Really fucking stupid shit. But yeah, Chi-Chi got to meet Grandpa Gohan.
Well.
And that's probably like the only cool part of the entire 5 episodes. Who doesn't like Grandpa Gohan?
I mean, he probably only has about 5 minutes of screen time.
That would be a dope prequel if they did like a whole
Grandpa
arc
Gohan.
About Gohan and Roshi.
I think we've talked about this in the past.
We have?
Uh-huh.
That would be dope. I would be super interested, like, see him fight Piccolo. And what was their instructor's name? Mutin something?
Yeah, I don't remember. Something like
dope.
that.
But, sorry, I don't know where we left off. Kinkai.
No, I skipped that. I'm not
Yeah, I
talking
skipped
about
that.
Kinkai anymore. Somewhere deep in space, Goku continues his training at 100 times gravity. Neat. Cut to planet Namek. Gohan is still flying back to the cave with the Dragon Ball when he senses a strong power coming towards him. It's Vegeta. Oh no. Vegeta senses him as well. Gohan lands on a small island and attempts to hide his power level. Vegeta begins his search. Gohan decides that he has to show himself. Vegeta powers up and prepares to start destroying everything. So Gohan shouts for him to wait and steps out. Vegeta gets a big smile on his face, the son of Kakarot.
I like how Gohan puts the Dragon Ball in a slightly better spot than the Namekians put it in.
Yeah. I mean, technically, yeah. It's not just like out in the open.
Yeah, hit him behind a rock, dude.
That's almost as good as under the water.
Not quite.
Vegeta says, I just met with your friends. I suspected you might be close by. Gohan then notices that Vegeta is holding a Dragon Ball and wants to know where he got it. Vegeta says it was a gift from the bald one. They talk for a bit, and Gohan realizes that Vegeta thinks he has all of the Dragon Balls. Vegeta touches down and asks Gohan what that thing in his hand is. Gohan says it's just a watch, an antique watch.
And he says, what is, I didn't write it down. He, shit, I thought I wrote it down. Oh, yeah, I did write it down. So, he calls it a clock in the Japanese version.
Right.
And I know in the American version, Vegeta doesn't really buy it. But, he still doesn't do anything, which is kind of weird.
He's just, he kind of, yeah.
I don't remember exactly. Do you remember? Did you write down exactly what Vegeta said?
He doesn't really say anything about it. He just, they kind of portray it as if, he doesn't really believe him, but he just doesn't really care because he has all the Dragon Balls, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. But it makes a little more sense in the Japanese version because he does believe him. But he just makes kind of like a joke. He says, with science that can only produce a clock that as huge as that one, I'm impressed you guys can make it to this planet.
He does say something true. Like that one, but then that's why Gohan says it's an antique.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, that's how he kind of covers it up. Yeah. But like at first he doesn't really believe that it's a clock.
Vegeta asks Gohan if Goku is on the planet as well. I actually love this part because in perfect form, Gohan says, I don't know where my dad is. I haven't seen him in a very long time. Which is basically the story of his life.
True. Yeah. Fact. He says something a little different. In the Japanese version, he says that he didn't come because they didn't expect there would be any evil people here.
Evil people.
Evil people.
And then we get the ever so popular and classic creepy Uncle Rapey Vegeta. Vegeta says, such neglect. You see, we are the last of the Saiyans. That means we have to look out for one another. It's like the three of us are brothers. And then Vegeta just kind of touches Gohan's face and stares at him with his creepy smile.
And it's been a while since I've seen this part, but you can just tell with Vegeta, like I'm like, oh, he's going to hit him in the stomach.
Yeah.
And like I was expecting maybe a punch, but I was the knee kind of caught me by surprise a little bit, which is awesome. But I just love like that tension. Like you can feel it. It's like, oh, it's coming. Mm-hmm. Vegeta doesn't stand that close to you and not throw something.
Well, with
your sternum.
The way he was touching him and the look on his face, it was either a knee or something they probably couldn't show.
It was dirty.
Yeah, but Vegeta hits him with the uber knee. Right in his diverticulitis.
It's kind of just like when Reem had the kid holding the pad for him, and he just smashes him. Or was it a little girl? I forget.
Yeah, but he kicked it.
Yeah, he kicked it, but it's like just this like little kid and just like hits him as hard as he can.
I don't even think he kicked as hard as he can.
Oh, no, he definitely didn't kick as hard as he can, but it was like 1% and it was still way too much.
Oh, yeah, like flipped her through the air.
Jesus, what was he thinking? Dude's a fucking idiot.
Well, he was all jacked up on horse meat, dude.
That is true.
Vegeta, who already knows Goku all too well, says, not too bright. You're even a bigger fool than your father, and that's saying a lot. Vegeta tells Gohan to go home, and then Vegeta takes off to go find the rest of the Dragon Balls he has hidden. Back at the cave, Krillin is standing out in the open and shouting for Gohan for whatever reason. Bulma says she's packed everything back into a capsule. Krillin says he's starting to think something bad has happened to Gohan. Krillin's so negative. He's such a
Debbie Downer.
Not an optometrist, but a
pessimist.
Yeah. Pessimist.
Pessimist?
Yeah, that thing. Pantera. Krillin says we've got to get out of here. And go where? Another cave? Guru's house?
Yeah, let's go to Guru's house.
Suddenly, a wild Gohan appears with the Dragon Ball. Cut to the destroyed Namekian village where Vegeta hid the Dragon Ball that Gohan actually took. Vegeta jumps into the...
Gohan.
What?
When Gohan got back with that Dragon Ball and Krillin asked him what did he ask him when he got back? How to get past Vegeta or something like that? Did he say something?
No, Gohan actually brought it up.
Was he like, yo, bitch, where's your Dragon Ball? I got mine.
Well, Gohan knew that Vegeta told him he took it from Baldy.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But then Gohan was like, because Krillin was like, we got to get out of here because Vegeta's around. And Gohan was like, yeah, I talked to him.
Vegeta says hi.
He liked my watch.
He offered to come back and murder you both, but I told him we're good, thanks.
Vegeta jumps into the water to retrieve the last remaining Dragon Ball. Or so he thinks. But what's this? Ooh. Vegeta can't find it anywhere. Perhaps a fish ate it.
Speaking of swimming, last episode, the question was brought up, can Namekians swim?
Uh-huh.
And I have an answer.
Uh-huh.
They can.
I told you. I knew it.
And I didn't feel like trying to find it myself. So I don't know why I haven't done this more often. I just went on to like one of the Dragon Ball forums and asked.
Huh.
And someone brought up, first someone said in the manga that like there's a scene, it's in this saga actually, at the very end when Goku chucks a spirit bomb and like breaks the planet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when all the flooding and stuff's happening and he's like under the water drowning and Piccolo jumps in and saves him.
I think that actually does happen.
Oh, it does happen. Well, yeah, they said to check the manga and I have the manga, so I checked and the picture didn't really quite do it. I'm like, he's kind of hanging on, like in the manga, he's like hanging on to the edge, and he's like has Kakarot in his arms, but you can't tell if they were really under the water or not, or if he just kind of jumped into the side without swimming and got him. But then I went to the actual episode, and he actually like comes from submerged with Kakarot, so it's official.
Well, I mean, their planet is like 80% water, so you would
true.
think they would.
But I still wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, Guru probably can't swim, but
nah, Guru's fat.
Oh yeah, we named him Bert.
And so yeah, Piccolo can swim. I'm sorry I doubted him. I apologize.
Racist.
And shout out to
of course you thought the
the
Mexicans couldn't swim.
Yeah, that's pretty racist of me. How so yeah, shout out to what's this dude's name? Axel? I think Axel found it.
Axel Rose.
Yeah. His name's Axel. Good job, guy.
Good job, Axel. You win nothing. Fucking nerd.
Hey, don't talk shit on... These people aren't gonna help. I plan on going back and asking more questions.
Alright, well.
He didn't mean that. Fucking nerd. We're the fucking nerds. We made 57 episodes of the Dragon Ball podcast.
Yeah, but he posts on a forum just talking about anime all day long. We do this once a month.
It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of sad. This forum seems pretty dead.
Invite him to ours.
It's unfortunate. Yeah, our slightly. No, it's definitely more dead than this one. Ours was never alive to begin with, though, so we have that going for us.
That's true. Vegeta then puts two and two together because he's actually not a complete idiot and realizes what's going on.
I love this moment of common sense that Vegeta has. Is very refreshing.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Because no other character in the series has common sense quite like this.
Vegeta realizes that Gohan took the Dragon Ball. He could sense that he was hiding something. Literally. But how did he find it? Again, Vegeta, not being an idiot, puts two and two together and realizes that wasn't an antique watch that Gohan had, but some kind of Dragon Ball locator. Doesn't quite have the same ring to it that Dragon Radar has.
Fun fact.
Although it's
Japanese
not exactly a radar for dragons, so that's kind of a dumb name too.
They do call it a radar in the subs.
Yeah.
Or Vegeta calls it a radar. So I don't know why they would change that, make it more complicating, but whatever.
I guess just, I don't know. Kind of...
They didn't want him to be too on the nose.
Separate him as, he's not an Earthling. I don't know. Vegeta then takes off in a fit of rage. Vegeta says, "When I find you, I'll kill you."
In my opinion, this might be the most angry we've ever seen Vegeta.
Actually,
just by his face.
I actually wrote down... I don't think I've seen anyone in the series as angry as Vegeta is right here.
And it's definitely directly because he got outsmarted by whatever grade Gohan's in.
And the fact that it's
third grader.
Goku's kid.
That
adds
too.
To it. Yeah.
Goku is a peasant.
He's like, that, and it's like his nemesis now, kind of.
Indeed.
Make that new...
You're right. He's pretty fucking angry.
Oh, he was beyond angry. He was like...
The veins were popping in his head. Blood vessels were bursting in his eyeballs.
He wasn't just like yelling out stuff. Like he was just screaming in rage.
Frieza wasn't even that mad when all 6 of his Dragon Balls got jacked.
Yeah.
Or 5.
Make that a new category for the next awards. Most angriest.
Ooh.
Just give it to Vegeta.
I'll write that down.
Yeah, I actually thought about it for a bit, and I couldn't think of anyone who gets that angry in the rest of the series.
Yeah, you'd be hard pressed to find somebody.
I know.
Boo gets pretty angry when they tell him he's not going to have any candy.
Oh, and he rips a hole in space and time.
Yeah, that might be angrier.
That might be anger. Well, I'm sure if Vegeta was that strong, he would probably be tearing space apart in this scene.
True.
Yeah, that's a close contender. Yeah, that's neck and neck.
We got a new category,
Ooh.
Which is good because we probably won't have as many categories after this saga.
Uh-oh.
No more sub versus dub.
Would you retire that gimmick?
Yeah. We're too late into this saga for me to start it up. It just, I think just with this saga, we've mentioned it a bunch of times, but just the subs aren't really that much different anymore. Mm-hmm. Or not different enough to where it's worth having a category over.
Well, now you gotta come up with a new gimmick, brother.
Well, we got one. Angry characters. Or, gimmicks.
Yeah.
I feel like I had an idea, but I forgot. Oh, well.
Vegeta arrives at the cave and starts demanding for the Dragon Ball. But unfortunately for him, no one is home. So he just blows everything up. Cut to the new campsite. What?
And that, it's another one of those Vegeta-isms where when he walks into that cave, it's not going to just cut away, and he's not going to walk out of the cave. That's the only option. It's going to explode.
Yeah.
I could see it coming from a mile away as soon as he walks in. T-0 and boosh.
Cut to the new campsite. It's just a space between some rocks or whatever. A crevasse. I guess. Gohan says it's safe to come out and that Vegeta will never find them. Sure about that.
I don't remember where he finds them.
I think they run into each other.
Probably on the way from Guru's house or some shit.
Or I think Vegeta finds them, and then, like, he's like, give me the fucking Dragon Ball. But then Ginyu Force arrives, and it's like, fuck, give me the fucking Dragon Ball.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
I just don't remember what gets them out of the crevice besides them going to get Gohan's hidden powers.
I think it is when they're
On the way back.
leaving Ginyu's house. Yeah,
Gurus.
because they do find Vegeta, and he's like, the Ginyu Force is here. We need that fucking Dragon Ball. So all three of them go to Bulma,
Yeah.
and they get the
Yep.
Dragon Ball. And
That
then
makes sense. He's
Bulma's
probably
like,
like,
what the fuck?
maybe once Gohan gets his hidden powers, he can't hide them as well.
Maybe.
Vegeta finds them. I don't remember. We'll find out.
Bulma complains that there's no water or food or bathroom. Well, planet's 90% water, dude. And there's a lot of fish and birds.
Is that a fact? Is it 90%
I'm just
water?
guessing. It's a lot of water on Namek.
It is.
I mean, it's mostly like water with some like little islands spread around.
True dat.
Also, anything is a bathroom if you want it to be. Just saying.
Nobody goes to the bathroom in Dragon Ball though. Or very rarely. Roshi does sometimes.
Yeah, Roshi does for sure.
They just managed to hold it in for years.
Well, Goku probably just goes outside.
Or in his pants.
Oh, jeez. I didn't really need to think about that. Where was I?
You were wrapping it up.
Krillin tells Bulma that she should wait here while they go see Guru so that he can awaken Gohan's hidden powers. Bulma doesn't like this plan. Krillin says, "You gotta trust me. First of all, we'll be back before you know it. And second, when we do return, Vegeta won't stand a chance against me and Gohan." What? There's a... Do we have a category for, like, dumbest thing said? Dumbest thing said?
We can. That would be very hard. There'd be a lot of nominees.
I mean, you could even throw that in there. It's just like one of the...
I already know who won though. And it's not
King
Krillin.
Kai? Oh, it's
Nope.
Yamcha.
It's nope.
Oh.
It's the Namekian elder that said, "You'll never find it."
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, he's currently in the lead with most votes. But we still have like 50 episodes.
For some reason, I don't think you're gonna be able to top that. You can be as dumb, but it doesn't get
Yeah.
dumber.
I'm saying, yeah, he's in the lead, and he'll probably stay in the lead. Well, I don't know. Goku's about to arrive, and we know how dumb he is.
I feel like we got to give Goku a handicap though. I mean, Namekian Elder is supposed to be pretty fucking
That's
smart.
true.
They're supposed to be the smartest Nameks.
That's true. Yeah, it's expected from Goku, so. It's really not even fair to put him in the category.
Agreed.
So, yeah, this is just pure delusion, but whatever. Mr. Narrator sends us off as we see the Ginyu Force and Goku both heading towards planet Namek. The end.
I have no final thoughts. I think we covered everything rather
It
thorough.
was a throwaway episode, but Vegeta kind of saved it. His parts were good.
I just feel bad. I feel bad for the writers of this anime that like they're like, all right, today we need to make an episode and these two things are going to happen. I'll make it 20 minutes long.
Oh, God.
Ginyu Force is going to come and Gohan's going to come back with a Dragon Ball. That's it.
Sure.
Jeez, that must have been really boring to animate these scenes. These like long drawn out.
It's probably fun animating angry Vegeta.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you can get real creative with that. But
Phew, another one in the books.
yeah, so when are we releasing this? Probably tomorrow or Monday?
Whenever you
We should do
want.
it Monday.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So, happy holidays. Happy Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah.
Speaking of Christmas, did you know that the Star of Christmas comes from Siberian shamans and the Amanita muscaria?
Shut up!
It's the worst Christmas dinner
Shut
ever.
the fuck up!
Follow us on Twitter at DBDpod. Download, like, subscribe, rate, reviews. And as always,
Shut the fuck up!
Shut the fuck up.